Rebecka. Hi, cutie. So what are you going to do? What monologue? Oh, you got your braces off.
Yeah, today.
Oh my God, look how beautiful your teeth look.
Nice.
Oh, Rebecka, you're such a beauty. Oh, very cute. How do you
Thank
feel? Are you happy with it now?
Totally. Like today, what I was sitting, and it was like, oh, I miss this.
Well, you
Yeah,
look beautiful.
thank you.
So which one are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing. Why were you talking to Janice Ian from Mean Girls?
You're not talking to Janiceine, are you?
I'm talking to Katie.
About Janiceine.
Yeah, Janice Ian. Yeah.
Just so you know, there is a real Janiceine.
Uh
And
huh.
just to let you know, Janiceine was a wonderful, soulful singer, and she's a
Oh,
lesbian. So obviously she went to this girl's real school, and and the girl's really talking about it, talking about the real Janice Ian, and she's a wonderful singer, and she wrote the song, um, "How Lonely It Is for Not Pretty Girls," and it
oh.
was a beautiful song. Really, it's
Now.
one of my favorites. You can look it up on YouTube and you'll hear her sing. She's a very beautiful singer. All right.
Okay.
So here we go. And what just happened before you started talking? What was the before moment?
Um, I was looking at Katie, like talking to her, though she's not like becoming a plastic girl, a mean girl, and she can talk to that type of girls.
Okay. And what just for when we do it again, do you remember some of your colors?
Yeah,
What you want to tell me? Just I'll write them down. Just
it's Fatima, uh, feel like a princess, like when they clapped at me, the 15 place, and feeling nervous.
okay. Got it. All right, so here we go. Look into camera. And action.
Why were you talking to Janice Ian? It's so pathetic. Let me tell you something about her. I was best friends with her in middle school. I know, right? It's so embarrassing. I don't even. Whatever. Then, in eighth grade, I started dating my first boyfriend, Kyle, who was totally gorgeous. But he moved to Indiana. And Janice was weirdly jealous of him. Like, if I blew her up because of hanging out with Kyle, she would be like, why didn't you call me back? And I would be like, why are you so obsessed with me? Then, in my birthday, I made an all girls pool party. And I was like, I'm so sorry, Janice. I can't invite you because I think you're a lesbian. And I couldn't have a lesbian there. Girls were going to be in their bathing suits. I mean, right? Then her mom called my mom and she was like yelling at her. It was retarded. And then in the fall, when we started high school, all her hair was cut off and she was totally weird. Now, I think she's on drugs.
That was good. So I think you're kind of doing her all on one level at this point. Hold on, let me just see what the chat thing for 1 second. Uh, good. So let's think about this. Have you always been the popular girl, or are you beginning to feel like you're the popular girl?
I'm already the popular girl.
So you're really just gossiping about Janice Ian.
Yeah.
And you just saw your friend talking to Janice Ian, right?
Yes.
So I want you to start off with to warn her.
Okay. Yeah.
To warn her. And that's your intention, but your color is going to be, you are a little princess, you know. So take that moment before you warn her to see her talking to Janice Ian. Take
Okay.
that moment and let me see it in your eyes. Again, I'm going to be giving you intentions, and I just want you, don't stop. If you don't hear me, just keep going. All right? All right, so, and action.
Why were you talking to Janice? She's so pathetic. Let me tell you something about her.
Through gossip, really gossip.
I was best friends with her in middle school. I know, right? It's so embarrassing.
Exaggerate, to exaggerate.
Whatever. Then, in 8th grade, I started dating my first boyfriend, Kyle, who was totally gorgeous. But he moved to Indiana, and Janice was weirdly jealous of him. Like, if I blew her off for hanging out with Kyle, she would be like, "Why didn't you call me back?" And I would be like, "Why are you so obsessed with me?"
To dream about.
In my birthday, I made an all-girls pool party, and I was like, "I'm sorry, Janice. I can't invite you because I think you're a lesbian."
To
And I
get your
couldn't.
point across.
Girls were going to be in their bathing suits. I mean, right? Then her mom called my mom and she was like yelling at her. It was retarded. And then in fall, when we started high school, all her hair was cut off and she was totally weird. Now I think she's on drugs.
I didn't give you any intentions at the end because you were doing it exactly what I was going to tell you. You know, it's like she's gossiping. She's letting her in on a secret. She is the master princess. But I think there's also one other element. For some reason, you want people to hate Janice Ian.
Okay.
So you need to think about, I think somewhere along the line, Janice did something to really piss you off. I don't know what it was, but that's going to be your secret. All right.
Yes.
That was good work, Rebecca. Thank you so much. I loved it.
Thank you.
All right, next person. Hey, Danny.
Okay.
Is your mic? Yeah.
Yeah, it is now.
Okay, good, sweetheart.
Yeah.
So now you know you're going to look into camera for this monologue as if you're
Yeah.
talking to someone, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay.
So is there a before moment or is this when it's the whole thing starts?
No, I guess the before moment was I'm in a bar and I'm kind of using one of my colors of when I had the right buzz. And I'm in a bar and my girlfriend is, she's just arriving. And
You mean
Starts
Sharon Stone?
yeah. Oh, well, no, because I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that wrong. So
Yeah,
can
this is something
pull
that
your
I've just
camera
done.
down? Pull your camera down. I'm seeing your chin is getting dropped off a little bit.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see. Lean
Huh,
back.
that's funny because what I see is,
All right, now pull the camera up a little bit. Stop. Perfect.
okay.
So tell me again what you're doing.
Yeah, this is something, I'll probably have to find something else to work with next week, but this is just something I've had and I trimmed it down. I got it off the internet as just a regular, just a monologue. So, and I trimmed it down for, so it wasn't too long for, auditions.
Okay.
So, but it's something, I guess it's better than what I
So-
had picked out before because it was a
What's
VO.
the
So
before moment? You're waiting for your girlfriend at the bar?
yeah.
Are you talking to anybody there?
No, I'm just sitting alone drinking a beer, and then she walks in and
Got
sits
it.
down next to me, and that's where it
Okay.
starts.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Okay. Hey, sorry about last night. I just didn't feel like going out. Okay, well, actually the guys are over and the game went a little long is all. I apologize. Okay, I know I should have called you earlier, let you know I wasn't going to be there, but we're cool though, right? Okay. Yeah, I see you nodding, but now I feel like maybe we're not cool and actually you're mad at me. So, are you mad at me? Blink once for yes, twice for no. Oh, okay, fine. I get it. I'm not funny. Okay. Look, it's not like I knew you were going to go out early and get us a table. How could I have known that? We agreed we might meet at 8. Now, I'm not saying what you did wasn't nice. Normally, that'd be really thoughtful, but it still doesn't mean I knew you were doing it. If I had, I would have called you. I don't know. I think you're just being a bit hypocritical. Oh, really? Never mind. I take it back. Geez, can't you see I'm trying to apologize here? That's it.
Okay, so you had a tendency to rush it.
Okay.
You know, I don't want you to rush it. You've got to, for all of you actors, if you say to someone like, so everything's okay with you, you got to wait to hear them answer you. That's number one. Number two, I'm coming on because I want you to do something with your head. You ask her a question. Your question is everything okay? Was that the question? Nod your head.
Are you mad at me? We're cool. We're cool, Will, right?
Yeah. So what I want you to do is to start off with, we're cool, right? Right? We're not cool. See, you're showing what she's doing with your own face.
Oh, like I'm trying to do
We're
this,
cool,
but
right?
she's doing that.
We're not cool. Okay.
Okay. All
Try
right.
it. I think that'll be a nice laugh line for you because it's a funny role. But don't rush it, Danny.
Okay. All right.
You've got to listen. So where's the first thing that you ask her a question? Just give me that line.
So we're cool, right? Right.
Right,
That
so
line.
yeah. So say it now to me.
Okay. So we're cool, right?
Wrong.
Okay. So are you mad at me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, right. And the monologue, I don't get an answer. It's just silence. And I go blink once for yes, twice for no.
Right. But then again, whatever you're doing, you were doing right. Blink once for yes, twice for
Twice for
no,
no.
and then show us it's no. Shake your head.
Blink once for yes, twice for no, and
Yeah.
oh, okay.
See, that's really nice, Dan. So now, do you remember any colors?
Yeah, there was the story was about the dogs. So the right buzz. She had to have the right buzz. That's what I was thinking would work for this.
Oh, I think it would work perfect. You're very correct. So, do you have a buzz on?
No, I'm sober these days.
No, the
No,
camera.
yeah, I know, right?
That's good, Danny, because you are the character. But
I know.
I think he has a buzz, a little bit of a buzz.
Yeah. I that's why. Yeah, we're meeting in the bar. I'm trying to get up my nerve. So
You
yeah,
screwed up big time. You know that from the beginning.
yeah.
So you're just trying to cool your way out of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I screwed up and
What is your first line?
Hey, sorry about last night. Hey, Sorry about last night.
Okay, it comes from nowhere, doesn't it? So we have to think about in your brain what she says when she looks at you. Maybe she says, let's try this out. So where were you? And you have to think about it.
The guys came over and the game went a little long, is all.
Oh, yeah, right. Now go into it.
I know I should have apologized. I know I should have apologized, but we're cool though, right? Okay, are you mad at me? Blink once for yes, twice for no.
To have fun with her. To have fun with her.
Okay, so are you mad at me? Blink once for yes, twice for no. Oh, okay, I'm not funny. I get it. Okay. Look, it's not like I knew you were going to go out early and get us a table. How could I have known that? We agreed we might meet at 8.
To try and flirt with her.
Look, normally that'd be really thoughtful, you know, and it's you know, that'd be a really thoughtful thing, but
Sweet talker, sweet talker.
and you look nice tonight, by the way. But yeah, so
Take control.
yeah,
Take
what's that?
control. Take control.
So normally, you know, that'd be really nice, but it still doesn't mean I knew we were going because I didn't know for sure. So
To defend yourself.
I didn't know. Look, I didn't know for sure. So the guys came over and we just hung out, and it wasn't definite. We never decided for sure that that's what we were doing. So, you know, I don't know. I think you're being a bit hypocritical is all. I'm sorry.
Oh, you said the wrong thing. Make it up. Make it up. Make it up. Nice,
All right,
nice.
Never mind. Okay, I take that back. I take that back. What I'm trying to, can't you see I'm trying to apologize here? I really am sorry. I just, you know, okay, I've screwed up. All right. Can I buy you another drink, please?
That was great, Danny. Really
Okay.
nicely done. So can you see he's doing poor guy screwed up, and he's doing everything he possibly can. Even, yeah, I loved it when you took a beat. I'm not funny, you know, and you were really trying to be cute and funny with her, and you're just not funny.
Yeah, I could just picture her just a blank stare.
Yeah. Okay, that was good, Danny. Thank you so much. We're still gonna do it, you guys. You're all gonna do it one more time. Just improvise it. But let's go to, we have Marshall and Judith left here. Thanks, Danny. Miss Etzogen. Okay. All right.
You know, I don't think I picked the right thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did you pick? A poem?
It's from The Happy Prince, and this is the statue, and the statue is talking.
Well, let's see.
So this is when a little sparrow flying south stops for a moment on the shoulder of the statue, a beautiful gold statue in the middle of the town square.
Okay.
And he's resting, and then all of a sudden he feels a drop on his head, and he looks up. There's no rain, and then he sees the eyes of the beautiful golden statue. He's crying, and the statue is of a prince. So the dialogue, I guess, you know, I thought the dialogue or monologue is what I chose, and it. So now
Okay.
at least you know the setting.
Okay, so whenever you're ready.
When I was alive and had a human heart, I didn't know what tears were For I lived in the palace of Sanssouci, where sorrow isn't allowed to enter. In the daytime, I played with my companions in the garden, and in the evening, I led the dance in the great hall. Round the garden ran a very lofty wall, but I never cared to ask what lay beyond it. Everything about me was so beautiful. My courtiers called me the happy prince, and happy indeed I was. If pleasure is happiness, so I lived and so I died. And now that I'm dead, they have set me up here so high that I can see all the ugliness and all the misery of my city. And though my heart is made of lead, yet I cannot choose but to weep.
Oh, that's lovely. I think you definitely can use it.
Okay.
Judith, I like it because the statue was talking about when he was alive, and
Yes,
of course they made a statue of him.
yes,
But the theme is that everything he saw was beauty until he was able to look above the wall and
yes.
see
Yeah.
what was going on. So that's
Yeah. And the story is that he tells the sparrow, what he sees now. He sees this seamstress, and she's hungry, and she's sewing, and she needs food for her little children. And so he says, sweet sparrow, just take the ruby from the top of my sword and take it over to her. And so the little sparrow does that and comes back. And then he says, now, Prince, I have to go. And the prince says, oh, just one more thing, I see. And that's the way it goes until the prince has nothing left. No gold leaf, no ruby eyes, nothing. He's just a bear. And the town people come and they say, oh my God, what is that in the middle of our town? That's got to come down. And we're going to put a statue of me. No, me. No, me. And they're all fighting. And that's the end of the story. It's a beautiful, I think,
so.
beautiful.
So let me ask you, how long do you think that the prince has been dead?
Not very long.
Okay.
No, I would say
And how old is the prince?
when he dies, he's in his mid to late 50s.
Okay. Okay, but they've got a younger version of him, don't they? Standing in the square?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yes.
So the
Like
younger
his old-
version is about how old do you think?
I'm sorry, what?
The younger the actual statue was him at what age, do you think?
I would say in his late 20s.
Okay, great. Good. And okay. Was there a color you remember that worked for you, Judith?
I feel everything so deeply that I can't say that any of my emotions is stronger than even though I have read this story hundreds of times, because I first saw it when I was like 9 years old. And I've read it over and over as I've read, all of his volumes over and over. I still feel tremendous emotion.
But I mean, in the colors that we worked on, wasn't one where you had the color of Lola or Bella?
I don't remember. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, there was one I do remember of the picture of all your shoes.
Yeah.
There was a color
Oh,
that
yeah.
the picture of all the shoes that
Yes.
were.
Behind, there's a painting of my shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
My husband gave it to me.
which one?
That was Peter Esser.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, every day I went to work, he'd grab a bunch of shoes out of my closet and run over to Ann Turner, who's a painter, and give them to her. She would work on it, and then he'd bring them back by the time I came home from work. I didn't know. And then on my birthday, he gave me this beautiful painting.
And it is beautiful. It is. So, so I think the before moment I'd like you to take, Judith, is you're a statue. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And and then take a breath in and look for a moment to your shoulder and then speak to the bird. I'm the bird. Look into camera and speak into camera to the bird. I'm going to give you some intentions. Don't stop. Don't say what. Just see if they move you in any direction, okay? And action.
When I was alive and had a human heart, I didn't know what tears were, for I lived in the palace of Sanssouci, where sorrow is not allowed to enter.
To laugh about. Keep going. To laugh about.
In the daytime, I played with my companions in the garden, and in the evening, I led the dance in the great hall.
To confide a secret.
Round the garden ran a very lofty wall, but I never cared to ask what lay beyond it. Everything about me was so beautiful. My courtiers called me the happy prince, and happy indeed I was.
Get your point across.
If pleasure is happiness, so I lived and so I died. And now that I'm dead,
To boast.
they have set me up here so high that I can see all the ugliness and all the misery of the city. And though my heart is made of lead, yet I cannot choose but to weep.
Oh, that was really lovely, Judy. Very nice. How'd you feel?
I felt it.
Yeah, it was really lovely. Really. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful monologue. I love it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
afraid when I heard the others with people, and then I thought, oh, I could do that too. I'd like to.
Well-
I just want to do everything.
You will. When we get into really doing scene work, it's so much fun. Because then you can pull all these things and play with them and colors and intentions and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But no,
I'm doing this just for the pure pleasure of doing it. I don't think I'll get a job.
you might surprise us all, Judith. You've gone around the world coaching people. You'll probably be the first one to
Oh,
get a job. Remember that. All right, great. So we've got Mila left and Marshall. Welcome, Mila. We were missing you. Come on in. You're all going to do this once more, you guys, very quickly. And I don't want you to even look at your monologues. Mila, there you are. Hold on. I know you need to go to bed at 9 o'clock, Mila. So I've got Marcia here. Marshall, he's going to do his, and then we're going to let you go first, and you'll improvise your monologue. Okay? Yes? Nod your head yes, so I know that you got me. Mila, can you hear me? Okay. So I'm just going to have Marshall go, and then you'll go after that, okay? All right, Marshall, come in.
Hi.
Mila, turn off your camera, honey bunny.
Okay.
Oh, you got a funny sound, Marshall. What was that?
Really?
Yeah, it's like wind gushing through.
Oh.
Mila, turn off your microphone.
Oh.
Now you're okay.
Okay.
But I just want to let you know when you go in to look at yourself, the lighting that you've got set up, Marshall, is very yellow.
I am Asian.
Oh, shut up. Good line. But I mean, no, it's very yellow. I mean, almost green. And I
Soft line.
don't,
Yeah.
no, I think you need to look at yourself on your computer and see it's really a green look.
Yeah.
Can you see it all?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
It's
just,
very, you look, your face looks like you painted yellow on your face.
Yeah.
Truly.
You're a very handsome guy. I don't know what
Yeah.
your deal is with
Yeah.
that
And there's
color.
also, there's yellow circles around around your shoulders on your white jacket.
Ah, it
Yellow.
might be that you're flaring. It might be that you're flaring up. Thanks, Judith.
Larry,
All right.
what do you- no,
You know, when you wear white sometimes flares up in the camera. It'll change the color. But come closer, honey. Come a little
Okay.
bit closer. All right. So which monologue are you doing?
I picked something from Letters from Iwo Jima by
Oh,
Clint,
how interesting.
your best friend, apparently. So
Now I can't see you at all. You're all blurry.
yeah, something happened with the camera. There.
Oh, perfect. Just bang.
I
Bang
guess out
with
of
that.
focus that works sometimes.
Yeah. And
Anyway, go ahead.
ahead.
Yeah.
no, go ahead.
I'm feeling not quite at the energy level in which this needs to be delivered, and that's because this is General Kuribayashi's last speech to his soldiers before they fight the last battle in Iwo Jima, which the island that separates, Japan and the U.S. at that time during World War II. But that's the monologue in general. Tell you about it, though.
Let's see. Let me see it. I'm curious.
And I also have to tell you, I haven't done much work on this because I was on a production this weekend, so I have to admit. So, okay.
But make it so that you look into camera, please.
All right.
Not too close because you're cutting off the bottom of your face. Back up a little bit.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Minasan, お聞きにならさい. Men, the time has come to show your true colors. As a member of the Honorable Imperial Army, I trust that you will fight with honor. This island is of utmost importance to Japan. Should the island fall, the enemy will use it as their base to attack our homeland. For the mainland, for our homeland, until the very last man, our duty is to stop the enemy right here. Not one of you is allowed to die until you have killed 10 enemy soldiers. Do not expect to return home alive. I will always be in front of you. Tenno Hika Banzai! Banzai! Banzai!
Very good. Now you're blurry again. There you go.
There.
So I think you know that you're sending your men to their death, right?
Yes.
But for you, it's an honorable death.
It's the Japanese way.
Yeah, it's honorable, but still, it's
Better
death.
to die in battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And-
It's still death, though.
Yeah, it's the end. It's, So, excuse me. How do you think you really feel about it? I think on one hand, you're being forced into the traditional way of Japanese speaking and talking, but what do you think you feel internally?
I feel great regret in having a lot of responsibility in all my men's lives and the situation they're in, and they're looking to me.
Right. So this has to be really where you pep them up. You rile them up. Hey, baby. where you round them up. So let me ask you, what were some of your colors? Do you remember any of the colors?
Yeah, I do, but it was for something different. I mean, I know you want to apply them like
You,
still
you
here,
don't worry about it. Just tell me what the colors were. Can you give me 1 second? Royce, can you give her medicine? Just a minute. My dog has to have medicine. Just a minute. Ouch. Royce, can you give her medicine? Sorry, excuse me, my dog has to have medicine. I'm sorry. So, what were some of them? A color.
We were one was like police, big black police officer with a gun, holster
Oh,
down.
right.
Yeah, that was probably the strongest. That was probably the
Yeah.
strongest. Yeah.
And I think that's a great color for you to start with.
Mhm.
I mean, some of these men are what, 18 years old, 17 years old, and you're sending them to their death. And they're the best. They're the warriors that have fought and won all along. So you're sending the very best of the best to the death.
Right.
So I'd like you to take more time as you look around before you say your command in Japanese.
Oh, you mean the last line or in the beginning?
Beginning. I want you to take that moment and take in as you look out over, you have what, about 1,000 soldiers left?
We'll just say that they didn't have that many. It was pretty bad.
Was it what, 700 soldiers? That makes it even more painful.
Yeah, it was. They knew. Everyone knew leading up to that battle that it was a suicide.
Yeah.
It was a
So I
suicide.
want to see that in your eyes.
Yeah.
I want to see you look at your men with empathy, sadness, and yet absolute pride in all of them, and pride in yourself because you'll be the first to go out there too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're not a man to send them out without going out.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to slip a couple of intentions in, Marshall. Don't stop. If you don't understand it, just keep going until you hear the next one, okay? So,
See. Okay. 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 Go ahead.
so I want you to look at your men. We're going to start right now.
Yeah.
Look at them. And I want to see your eyes change from empathy to tremendous guilt. And then the feeling of resignation. And now, as a colonel, you must do your job and address them. Now.
皆さん、これは最後の発表です。
The policeman with his gun.
これをお聞きに、注意にお聞きになってください。Men, the time has come to show your true colors.
Get your point across.
As a member of the Honorable Imperial Army, I trust that you will fight with honor. This island is of utmost importance to Japan. Should the island fall, the enemy will use it as their base to attack our homeland.
To rouse them.
For the mainland, for our homeland, until the very last man, our duty is to stop the enemy right here. Not one of you is allowed to die until you have killed 10 enemy soldiers.
To be confident.
Do not expect to return home alive. I will always be in front of you. Tenohika! Banzai! Batai! Batai!
Ooh, that was really good. You know, I think when we do this again, and we will do this again tonight, I think that you should do this standing.
Yeah, I wanted to do stand, but
Well, you will.
yeah.
But that was real. How'd you feel with that?
I felt better.
Yeah.
I liked your notes, Tony.
Yeah. It's your notes. It's you guys bring them out, not me. Very well done. Very well done. All right, we're going to go to Mila now. And all of you, we're going to start